There's not much to do when all I can is thinking about you.
Hi mga bash! Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. For today's video, this will be something a bit more informative based on our experience, because you've read it right. We survived COVID 2019. So both me and my partner survived COVID 2019 just this month and last month. And then, we're going to share with you our experiences, the symptoms that we felt, and then even everything. But first, don't forget to like and subscribe and continue watching if you are interested to know more about the details. Yes? So now I'm going to share with you the symptoms that we felt before we knew that we were positive. First, for Judah, he got an itchy throat, followed by like a fever, and then he also got chills. And then third was muscle ache, then eventually naging body ache siya. For me, I got itchy throat, followed by a dry cough, and then I felt so tired, the fatigue, and over the tiredness. Alright. To start with me, chills for more than a week. Imagine, more than a week. I had the fever for more than a week as well. And my temperature is like 38, 39, like the 37.8, 37.9, 38, 39. So it was really, really bad. And then anytime, parang ina-attack ako ng chills ko from morning, afternoon, and then evening. And then third, I had a terrible dry cough. Like super dry cough that even though you want may mampalabas na phlegm if you want, di ba? Ganon. But then, wala. So it was really, really dry. And the thing is that in the middle of the night or like in the dawn time or midnight, seems like magigising ka na lang and then you'll feel like there's a feather or something is really itchy in your throat. And then I also felt like parang I had my nose will just be blocked, but then I don't have any colds. Wala akong sipon, and then my nose is very dry. So those are my symptoms when I was isolated. And then for Judah, oh my God, I felt bad for him because for him he felt very tired, parang body ache. And then since he is acidic, he cannot eat oranges. He cannot even intake vitamin C. Kasi acidic, diba? So he always vomit for how many days? People are asking, how come you got the first dose of vaccine and how you became positive? Again, guys, having a COVID shot won't guarantee that you are not going to be infected by COVID. So on the same day when Judah got his positive result and after he was taken by the DHA, I decided to go out as well to the clinic and do a swab test, a PCR test for myself. And then the following day, I got my result and it was negative. Alright, negative. Then after a week, after like 9 days from the last contact that I had with him, I turned out na nag-positive na ko because I already felt the symptoms. Why it happened like that? I read some article na it states there na it could be that I already got the virus but then it just didn't showed up yet. Parang ano ba? Parang siyang nag-inoculation period pa. It could be like that. And then I was also advised na I should have not taken the swab test on the same day. It won't be accurate, okay? So that's why I realized that 10 days isolation is very important, especially here in Dubai, since it is mandated by the government that if you have a direct contact or close contact with someone who tested positive, you need to isolate yourself for 10 days. Because during the 10 days time, symptoms will show up if you are also positive. So I should have taken the swab test after 3-5 days or after a week. But then of course, you need the peace of mind, right? Because of course, we live in a shared flat and then I have a job as well. So thank God, here in Dubai, the isolation was totally free. We didn't pay anything. So it's just that, of course, no, for the medicine, we need to ask the nurses about that one. If you don't have Panadol, you can ask the nurse for Panadol. If you have a dry cough, you can also request for a dry cough medicine. So fortunately, we were both taken on the same day when we got our positive result. So Judah was taken last January 22, while I was taken last February 1. So since it is a new rule here in Dubai, so we need to be isolated in the DHA facility for 10 days. 10 days. But then, the first day, it will be counted on the day that you had your swab test. So, for example, for me, my result came out after 45 hours. So, from January 30, 31, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But then, on the 9th day, 11 days pala siya, na-extend siya. So, on the 11th day, I was already discharged. So, same thing with Judah. On the 11th day, he was also discharged. So, yes, ganun siya. And then, on the isolation room, we were actually 4. So, we were sent to Al Warsan facility, COVID facility. So, due to the rise of COVID here in Dubai, since we got 3,000 cases daily, so of course, no, they need to accommodate a lot of people. So, there in the room, we're actually 4, but then it's fine because at least we were all positive. And then, in my case, 2 were asymptomatic, like seriously, they don't have any symptoms at all. And 2 of us was really, really terrible. Like we were coughing so bad and we had all the fever and chillings and everything. But survived naman, so it's fine. What are the measures that we did when we were in the isolation facility? For me, ordering like soup from Chowking was very, very helpful kasi I also lost my sense of taste and smell. Then after a few days, it came back. So I feel like nakahelp siya. So when I was in the isolation, I actually did a suog or like a steam inhalation. So I also did that one maybe once or twice a day. Then I also like eat some ginger, but then of course I don't want to intake it, no. I have to spit it out. And then I tried also gargling hot water, like warm water with salt, but then it only happened once kasi I cannot take the saltiness, honestly. And then of course I'm having my medicine, I'm having my Panadol, I have my dry cough syrup. And then I also had the Vicks, which I put in my throat and in my chest. So now the question is, still positive even after the isolation? Yes.
Oh no!
So after I was discharged, it was on my 11th day. The following day, which is my 12th day, I went out to do the PCR test. Actually, here in Dubai, it's not required anymore. But then, of course, for my peace of mind, I wanted to do the PCR test. Only to find out na I am still positive.
Oh no!
I called the doctor. I asked why and whatsoever it is. So according to them, I am not infectious anymore. I am not contagious anymore as long as I didn't feel any symptoms that time. But then when I went out the facility, I actually still have cough, my dry cough. But then normal naman, di ba? For example, if we have like a normal cough, even without the COVID, it will really take time to heal. So ayun, when I called the DHA, they told me that you can go back to your normal life as long as you don't feel any symptoms at all, and then you finish your 10 days isolation period. Then I also I made an appointment for DHA, and I really had like a Zoom call with the doctor, with a video call with the doctor. And according to him, yes, I can go back to my normal life, and swab test is not really necessary because the results could be erratic. So, and he told me as well that the virus could stay with me like for 45 days or for a month. So it can happen if I'm going to do the PCR test, I will still be positive. So that's why after that test, I did not take any PCR or swab test anymore. So with Judah, he did not take any swab test because again, we don't want to waste our money And then we just don't want to waste our time because we have work, we have job, so we need to go back to work. And then work is life here in the abroad. After that, we're trying to regain ourselves back. No diet at all. We need to eat a lot. We need to eat proper diet. Just to regain our strength. Hopefully now, even though we did not take the swab test or the PCR test anymore, we're COVID-free. Yeah, so the important thing is that we survived COVID, we finished our isolation, and we're back to our normal life. So it's been like parang around 26 days already. So for sure, negative na. Diba? Actually guys, you are not going to really go back to your normal self. Kasi diba, especially for our case, we had like a really bad COVID symptoms. That's why even if we're just going to walk outside for 5 minutes, after that, we'll feel very tired right away. So, parang you really need to give it time to regain your strength, to regain yourself back. Kasi parang you'll feel like mabilis ka mahingal or mabilis ka madadali ka mahangak. So, the question now is, since nag-positive ko, when can I take the second dose? According to the doctor, when we had our video call, according to him, from the day of isolation, I need to count 2 weeks after. So that's why last night, February 9th, I was discharged. So on the 24th, I need to do the vaccine. So just today, I got my second dose of vaccination. Yay! One tip, guys, soup, sabaw, because it will really help you, especially if you have cough. So it's good to eat more vegetables, more soup at this time, and let's just try to avoid eating fast food because it won't help. And honestly, before I had my itchy throat, I actually baked chocolate crinkles. So I am not sure if that triggers kasi diba it's sweet. So try to avoid something or anything that is sweet for now. We just need to pray and of course do our part as well. We need to be more extra careful, and as much as possible, guys, please take the first and second dose of vaccination. But then again, do not assume that you are not going to be infected by COVID even after you take the vaccine. Of course, you might still have, but hopefully no. I'm not praying anymore to be infected because it's really hassle, and I don't want to go back to that feeling anymore. So yes, again, thank you so much for watching, and please stay safe. Okay. Stay safe, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much for the prayers. Thank you.